So in this section, we'd like to derive the hyperbolic orbit. Then we can use the same equation for the angular momentum and the Laplace-Lagrange vectors. From the equations, we have this equation for the r equal a over 1 plus b cosine theta. And the a and the b is expressed these two equations. A is L squared over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2. And the b is a c over g m sub 1 m sub 2. And using the energy and the angular momentum, we can express the square root 1 plus 2L square e over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 squares. Then we can compare with this is the hyperbola. With the equations from the gravitational interacting particles. So by looking at the numerator, A is equal to this one. A can be expressed L square over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2. We have this equation. And then for the B is equal to the E. So we have another equation. So from these equations, L squared over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 equal a e square minus 1. So from these equations, L squared can be expressed mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 a e square minus 1. So if you know the semi-major axis and the eccentricity, we can calculate angular momentums. And also we have equations for the square root 1 plus 2L square e over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 square equal e square. So from these equations, you can find out 2L squared e over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 square equal e square minus 1. So if you multiply the a in the both sides, 2L square e over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2 square equal a e square minus 1. So this is exactly equal to this equation. So you can substitute. Right hand side is going to be L squared over mu g m sub 1 m sub 2. So by looking at both sides of the equations, L square is going to be cancelled. G m sub 1 m sub 2 square root. And the mu is going to be cancelled. So energy is calculated G m sub 1 m sub 2 over 2a. So energy is only dependent on semi-major axis. Okay, so if you know the semi-major axis and the eccentricities, you can find out energies and angular momentums. So in the case of the hyperbolic orbit, energy is a positive quantity. In the case of the elliptical orbit, energy is a negative quantity.